There is absolutely a right way and a wrong way to load clips for the M1 Garand. Which side should the first round feed from, left or right? Hello everybody, this is Adrian with Guns for Everyone, and today we're going to load some clips for the M1 Garand. I have some loose ammo and spare clips, so let's go ahead and load those clips up. I'm actually going to show you two different ways to load these up, one using a tool and one using it by hand. So we're going to go ahead and insert the rounds by hand first. Loading clips by hand wasn't done by troops in the field. This ammo was issued already pre-clipped and in a 6-pocket bandolier holding 48 rounds. Getting the first 7 rounds in the clip is usually not a problem, and you're just fumbling around with it, but that 8th round, it's always going to be extremely tight, so you're going to have to press it pretty hard just to get that round in. You'll hear it click when it's snapped into place. Some clips are tighter than others. This one may be a new production clip, so it's a little bit tight. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, there is a correct way to load the M1 Garand clip, and you always want the top round to feed from the right. The M1 Garand clip can be inserted in either direction, so you want the top round to be on the right side. So you start by filling the clip from the left. Let's go ahead and grab some 8 more rounds and load another clip by hand. You can see it's not impossible to do. You just line the rounds up, keep a steady hand, and you start to press the rounds in and they'll hold themselves in place. But I'm going to use a tool, I think, in the next clip, and we'll see it's a little bit easier. I do like using the tool. It makes balancing the clip and the rounds a little bit easier than trying to do it by hand. So you can see this 8th round snapped in no problem. So here's the clip loading tool. Just insert the clip on the top, and it's long enough to hold the 30-06 bullets. This one was made by Evans Precision. I found it on Reddit. So let's go ahead and start. We're going to grab 8 more rounds, and I'm going to start by loading the first round on the left side of the clip. I do like using this tool a lot because it holds everything in place in a nice, neat package. You don't really have to worry about fumbling with it or losing around. So you can see I got the 8th one in there. Just press down, and it's going to snap into place. This clip is a little bit tighter than the other ones, but like I said, it's probably because it's a newer production clip. There's a witness hole on the bottom that you can use to press the clip out. You can see we have all 8 rounds loaded up. Top round feeds from the right. I've owned a Garand for about 15 years now, and ever since I've owned one, I've always loaded my clips by hand, never had to use a tool or felt the need for one. But I saw this tool being used on Reddit, and it just looked so much easier than the way I've been doing it. And I'm always about trying to be more efficient and saving some time. So I decided to try it out. I think it was around $20 shipped, and it makes loading clips a lot easier. And not that loading clips was difficult to begin with, but like I said, I'm always about trying to be more efficient in time-consuming or like preparation activities. So if I can load clips a little bit faster and easier, I'm definitely going to do it. And I do like using this tool a lot. So we're going to see how well this tool lasts. I've loaded maybe 400 rounds through it so far, and I don't have any cracking or bending or chipping, and it works. I thoroughly enjoy it. Makes loading clips a lot easier, just in my opinion. And do you need this tool to load clips? No, you don't. And like I said, I did it myself for close to 15 years without the tool, but this tool definitely makes things easier. So you can even see I'm just going through the clips, or going through loading the clips a lot faster than I was by hand. Essentially just putting the clip inside the tool, grabbing 8 rounds and dropping them and going in. So I don't need to try and balance or finagle them. Just drop them in, push the rounds down, and that 8th round just slides right on in. You can pull the clip out. Another one's loaded. So I don't have enough armor-piercing ones to load another clip. So I'm going to put those off to the side and grab some of my reloads. I do reload ammo as well. So let's go ahead and grab some more clips. And you can see the ammo is a little bit off camera, but that's not really necessary to see. I'm going to be grabbing 8 of them and continue loading these clips. These are new production clips, by the way, and they seem to feed and function just fine. Some people have problems when they use new production clips. The parkerization on them is a little bit too thick, so they don't feed that well. I used the wrong term, not feed well. They don't insert into the rifle as smoothly or all the way, so they take a little bit more force. But they fit into the clip loader just fine. And like I said, in my rifle, I don't have any problems using the new production clips. I do like to use surplus clips when I can, but I don't have enough. I don't normally lose them at the range, but I don't have a large supply of them, you could say. You know, I have probably like 40 to 50 clips. And they do get worn out. As you can see, some of the other ones are a little bit looser, and they eventually will lose that springiness and start misfeeding from what I've been reading on the internet. So I got another one loaded up. Grab another clip and grab 8 rounds. Let's go again. In my opinion, this tool does save a significant amount of time when you're loading the clips. So we're going to go ahead and time this one. We're going to see how long it takes. So I'm going to go ahead and start right now. This is what I was talking about. Some of the clips are very tight. I'm having a little bit of a hard time trying to put that 8th round in. I think this one even loads a little bit crooked too, once I get it in. That seems to be fine. Hear the powder shake compared to a factory one. All right, let's get another clip loaded and see how long this takes. Maybe this one will go a little bit smoother. So I'm going to go ahead and grab 8 rounds, orientate them the way that I like, insert the clip, and let's go ahead and see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. This one's a little bit tight too, but go ahead and snap it in. It took about 30 seconds to get that one loaded. Not bad. So I didn't see that 8th round all the way to the back, and it's not really sliding back, so I'm going to go ahead and pull it out. I'm going to go ahead and seat it flush to the back of the clip in order to make sure that it feeds properly when it's inserted into the rifle. It looks good now. Everything's all lined up. Let's go ahead and time how long it takes to load one without the tool. I'm also going to load this one the quote-unquote wrong way. So we're going to have it feed from the left side instead of the right. But let's go ahead and see how long this takes. Let's start. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. There we go. Looking at my timer, that took 34 seconds as opposed to around 20 seconds when using the tool. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, the right way versus wrong way, there really is no right or wrong way. The idea of the right way comes from pre-clipped ammunition from the factory. It was all loaded to feed from the right. but they will typically feed from either direction. Well, if you have any questions about the M1 Garand 30-6 or loading clips, let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.